Live in China with Patrick. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm just out on a early morning walk after recovering from the flu. So I've had COVID and now I got the flu, but I'm feeling better. So I'm all, herded immunity upped, and that's not proper English. But has Patrick Freeman ever been grammatically correct in some of the things he says? Nah, never. Yeah, I've been herded immunity upped. So I'm good to go, unless there's some other funky virus that plagues the planet. Anyways, all right, sorry. I digress. I wanted to just drop you a message about how I'm feeling about everything that's going on between America and China and the rhetoric that's coming from Washington. Now, I know a lot of you might have just kind of closed the media off, whether you watch Fox News or CNN, or whether you watch both and try to find the truth in the middle. I think what's happening to a lot of Americans, at least what I'm seeing in the responses on Twitter and the Twitter posts from politicians, is they're not paying attention. They're just not paying attention to what the politicians are saying. And let me give you a couple of names to go check out on Twitter. Ted Cruz, Tom Cotton, Burchett, Tim Burchett, I think that's how you pronounce it. Lindsey Graham, and there's a bunch of other ones that are just on this anti-China war rhetoric. I don't get it. Ted Cruz, he was on Fox News the other day, and he was talking about China's 1,000-year war with America. And I'm like, if you think about it, it's like, what the hell? 1,000? Okay, is this something they planned back in the Ming Dynasty? Or is this a war that's starting now that's gonna last 1,000 years? Because I can tell you right now, if China doesn't have to wait 1,000 years for America to fall. America's gonna do it themselves. They're gonna fall from within. They're falling. They're currently in the process of falling because of the politicians and what the complacent, lazy American citizens are allowing our current politicians on both sides to bring America to its knees. If you're not paying attention to what's going on, let me tell you, go to the outside resources aside from Fox News and CNN. Find some other sources. Go to YouTube and look at what's happening in the de-dollarization, the petrodollar, and what countries are finally doing. They're finally standing up to what's going on in America and what America has tried to do for past several decades in controlling countries. Countries are decoupling themselves from the United States. My guess is there's probably a lot of American citizens that don't know this is going on because what's happened is they've gone into a state of complacency. They don't trust Fox. They don't trust CNN. The first step was, okay, let's read both and we'll find the truth in the middle. Well, now it's like they can't even trust that. So they turn it off. And I know people personally, family members who have gotten to the point where, you know what? I can't read the news anymore. I can't believe either side. And I think that's actually part of the purpose of causing all this division and spreading all this toxicity in the news is to get people to not care and become complacent. Because when they become complacent, they're not motivated to do anything else. They're not motivated to call their congressman or their representative and say, hey, this is bullshit. You need to stop this. They just become complacent and trust these people who are at the helm of a ship, and there's a wave coming. There's this massive wave coming. There's this massive iceberg coming, and the captain is saying, and I'm equating the politicians to the captain. They're saying everything's okay. Everything's okay. And it's not. It's totally not okay. You guys got to wake up. You really need to wake up. We are on the precipice of World War III happening. And that just might include nuclear weapons. So you better wake up and start slapping, not physically, but you need to verbally slap some of these politicians into shutting their mouth and actually having some meaningful dialogue with the people in China. I've never seen this. And people think, oh, well, you're a shill. You drank the Kool-Aid. How much are you being paid? You know what? I ain't being paid shit. I ain't being paid shit to tell this story and share this with you. I've lived outside of the United States, which I believe is very myopic and compartmentalized when it comes to the media. And when I always compare it to the Matrix. When I took and I can't remember if it's the red pill or the blue pill, but whatever pill I took, it got me out of thinking the way that the West does. It forced me to research other resources to use other resources other than Fox News and CNN. I mean, I've gone to so many different resources. I've gone to independent journalists, and what I'm seeing here is much different than what you're being told in the United States. So I challenge every single one of you that listen to this video or watch this video that you call your local, let's back up, that you, number one, start doing research. Go to credible resources like the people that I've been going to is BBC. I've been going to, and I'm not saying they're credible, but you got to expand it. Expand on what you're reading. Al Jazeera. Don't go to Epoch, because Epoch is just a total CIA cover. So don't go to Epoch. And do the research on Epoch after my statement, because I know some people are going, well, they trust Epoch. No, they're just as bad as Fox News and CNN. But you need to go to people online. Look up Douglas Macgregor. He's a general. I think he acted as an advisor to the Secretary of State when Trump was in office. He is spot on when he's talking about what's going on with Russia and Ukraine and the United States and China. He's spot on. Very rational thinking. So look up Douglas Macgregor. And if I get that wrong, I'll put you know what? I'll just put a link later on in the description section so you can click on them. The other people that I would look at is Daniel Dumbrill and Cyrus Janssen. Daniel still lives, Daniel is from Canada. He's still living in China, and he has a much better, eloquent way of wordsmithing things and exposing the lies of America and what they're doing and what they're leading us to. And then Cyrus Janssen used to live here for years. I think he's actually coming back. He's visiting Shanghai in the next, I think maybe this summer. But these guys are very rational, logical, intelligent individuals that will shed a lot more truthful light on what's going on here in China than what you're getting from your politicians, what you're getting from Fox News, what you're getting from CNN, what you're getting from even CNBC. It's crazy, guys. You need to wake up. Wake up out of your drunken stupor and start doing something. Otherwise, the United States is not going to exist like it once did. And what state will it be in 5 years? I don't know. But if they don't do something, you know, you don't want to be illuminated by very bright light that is as bright as 1,000 suns before your body's dissolved. You don't want to be illuminated at that point, because it's too late. You can't do anything about it. But that's how serious I'm becoming about the situation between China and America. America, you lazy, pathetic Americans, get off your ass and start doing something so you can save our country. Tell those politicians to shut their mouth and go to the table with China and have some reasonable dialogue. That's it.